with a quick match review. Aberdeen 1, Town 3 at Pittodrie tonight. It's literally just finished. Watched the game on the stream. And yeah, just thought I'd jump on with a few quick thoughts. Just do a quick 5 or 10 minutes. If you're in the chat, get involved. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and turn on your notifications bell. But yeah, an impressive, I'd say an impressive display in parts by Town tonight. Obviously, the lineup that we played for, I think it was 67 minutes, with Palmer in goal, Greaves, O'Shea, your two centre backs, Ben Johnson and Leif Davis at left back, Matasuwu and Jack Taylor in midfield, Jack Clark on the right, Smodics in the 10, Jaden Philogene on the left, and George Hurst on the right. That was how we lined up, and I thought for the first 15 minutes Town were pretty slow out the blocks. Alex Palmer with a good early save, but after that I thought we really controlled the game. It was good to see Jaden Philogene and Leif linking down that left-hand side. Leif was sort of playing inverted, so giving Jaden the opportunity to get outside on that left-hand side. I thought Matasuwu is he's very good. Look, I know it's only a friendly. Good evening, Mike Baker. Decent game for a friendly. A lot more pluses than minuses. Play some decent stuff. Still plenty to work on. Yeah, and Stephen Latimer, good evening. Great win. Great workout against a good side. No clean sheet again, which needs a bit of work. I thought Town's press was really good in the first half. It led to the first goal. Jack Clark closing down the fullback. Johnson, quick ball into Hurst. Quickly switched to Smodics. Took a touch. Nutmegged the defender with a pullback, and Philogene just rolled it in for 1-0. Second goal, Smodics shot from about 23 yards. Mitrov in goal, fumbled it straight back to George Hurst, who popped it in. He was very poor. I thought Mitrov, he was at Cambridge, and it sort of showed the level he's at. I thought he had a poor game. I thought he was at fault for the third goal from Philogene. Town broke. Lovely ball from Davis into Philogene. Strikes it on target. I think the keeper's got to save it. At 3-0, it was looking good. And then obviously 67 minutes, Town make a whole 11 changes. We had Christian Walton in goal, Cedric Kipre, Elkin Baggett, two centre-backs, Townsend on the right, Luke Wolfenden at right back. Harry Clark was playing in centre midfield with Humphreys, and then we had Ogbonne, Chappers, Broadhead and Ali. Arlene Edmonds, interested to see how Jack Clark and Philogene will fit in the same lineup, both naturally like the left side. Yeah, Harp says, managed to watch most of the game after landing in Iceland. Bang on kickoff. A solid win. How's the weather? What is Iceland looking like this evening? Mike Baker says, Hurst looks sharp. We need to keep him fit. Louis Fenton, evening. Overall, I thought that was a good display, particularly with the starting 11. I thought they produced a really good 65 minutes. Yeah, look, we look good with that starting 11. You probably could take out Ben Johnson, and you could bring in Ashley Young at right back. Another midfielder could come in there, but I thought Jack Taylor, to be honest, I thought he had a good game tonight. Got stuck in. I think a couple of the fouls he done, he would have probably got a yellow card if that was a league game. There was a couple of challenges. You're thinking probably if that's a competitive fixture, the referee's probably going to produce a yellow. Looks like England in March, except for the volcano steam. I've heard it's pricey out of Harp, so I hope you got your credit card with you, mate. But yeah, look, it was overall, it's what you get out of a pre-season friendly. You know, I thought set pieces Town tonight really poor. Several deliveries straight into the keeper's hands. We have got a set piece, I think, analysis. They announced some Bit of a backroom shuffle today. Junior Stanislas has joined the club as first team coach. I remember him obviously playing at West Ham. He's been at Bournemouth as a player, coaching their academy, and now he's joining town with a link up there. We've got a new club doctor. There's loads of stuff. If you pop over to either the town website or those are the days, it says who's who and who's doing what. But obviously we lost some people, so there's people stepping up into new roles. But yeah, some backroom shuffles. Louis says definitely lost our way a bit with a second 11. 2 or 3 didn't really look sharp at all, but we could do with being out of position. Good evening, James. Neil, evening, Rich and chat. Any news on Burns' recovery? I spoke to his mum probably about 4 weeks ago, and he'd been to the States to do some rehab, and I think he's on schedule. Probably it's literally a 9-month recovery period. So from January, where does that take you up to? October, September, probably into October. And then he's got to get fit. So you're probably going to think end of November into December. Hopefully he can be fit. Eric says, good evening, mate. I thought we played some good stuff. Harp says, £10 a pint, but I'll be having one to celebrate another win. Let's build that momentum. Now, that is a really good point, because I think, obviously, last season, we were used to losing games. You know, we didn't have any momentum through the season. I know they're only friendlies, but you want to get that win and momentum. And obviously, we won last week in Austria. Took it into tonight, got a victory tonight. Obviously, on to Charlton on Tuesday night. I'm going to be there. That's at Cole U. And then we've got Auxerre the following Saturday, and that's us wrapped up for pre-season. John Cardy, evening, mate. Everyone trying to impress, all looking fit. Yeah, look, I think like it's hard when we change the whole 11 on 67 minutes. You know, they're only got a short while to impress, and some of them struggled. I thought Chaplin looked pretty lively. Broady struggled to get in the game. He's Nathan Broadhead. Now, what do we do with him? Because I know he's highly rated. He's only got a year left on his deal. It's one of those. I'm not sure if we give him a new contract. He's 26, so he's probably going to want a 3-year contract. Could he step up to the Premier League? Look, he'd done it in little fits and starts last season. Fitness issue as well. Not sure with Nathan Broadhead, but yeah, he didn't have much of a chance tonight to get involved. But all in all, good exercise. There was no Ashley Young tonight. He trained yesterday, so he's obviously stayed back at Playford Road. Varying reports on Amari. Is he training on his own? Is he at the club? Some saying he was training with Ashley Young yesterday, so hopefully McKenna will answer some of them questions in the post-match presser. Hopefully there'll be maybe some transfer talk. I'm not really sure, but you think that. Good evening, Sean. He says, looks like Town is setting up with life without Amari. Well, yeah, I think he's going to go. I think it's just a case of when and where and who he's going to go to, mate. But yeah, look, Jack Clark, don't really like him on that right. He's obviously a very, very talented player. There you go. Ashton says, rumours Broady to Wrexham for 7 million. Well, obviously he's Welsh international, so that sort of fits. But you're thinking, yeah, Jack Clark, getting back to him quickly. I'll close it out in a little bit. Playing out of position. He had played there for Sunderland, but I think his natural position is on that left. But if you look at the first half, the way Leif Davis and Jaden Philogene were. Colin says, evening Rich, heard Amari to Brentford a done deal. Well, wouldn't be a surprise. But yeah, getting back to Jack Clark, it's obviously left hand side is his position, but Philogene tonight and Leif were good. Obviously 2 goals for Jaden and assists for Leif. But perhaps he switches it around maybe on Tuesday and plays Clark out there. I don't know, but it looked really good tonight. We were good on the press in that first half. Good evening, Andy from Boston, US. How you doing, mate? You can go back to the start, mate. We're only going to do about 10-15 minutes. I'll be wrapping up soon. Need to go to bed. Need to be up early in the morning. Just a shout out to my boy Ollie. Driving test today, passed first time, wearing his town shirt. What a boy! So he's on the road. Maybe he could just drive to some games, take the load off me, but not them long away trips, not yet. Marvin says first team first half, subs second half. I felt it showed. Good evening, Alex Green. Sean says, what do we think about Leaf having a more free role? Yeah, look, I think this is the time to probably try some things in pre-season. He was playing like inverted sometimes, maybe even into a 10. But Leif Davis at the championship level, we've seen him there before. He'll get plenty of assists, I'd thought, this season, and it'd be interesting to see going forward who he has playing in front of him. But yeah, I thought, look, positive game tonight. A lot of Town fans there, which was good to see. Aberdeen obviously kick off, I think, next week, their league season. But other than that, yeah, good workout for the lads. Interesting to see what Kieran's got to say after the game, and then obviously they'll be back to early hours of the morning. I think they flew up there, and probably have a day off tomorrow and Sunday. In Monday, game Tuesday night down at Cole U for Charlton, and we will be there. We will see how we get on. Looking forward to seeing the new guys. I thought Matasawu was good tonight, very good in midfield. Obviously stiffer tests to come. Cedric Kipre, he's a big unit, isn't he? Came on for the last 20. So here we go. We've got a couple here before we go. Rock the Gorilla. Evening, Rich. Any striker rumours? Very pleased we're getting some wins. Not that I've heard of. There was the Spanish guy, I think yesterday, was linked. Joe says, could you see where Ashley Young fits in? At right back, Ben Johnson played there tonight. Caught out of position a couple of times in that first half, but a few balls in from that left-hand side. So I think that's where I see Ashley Young fitting in. Will we see him on Tuesday down at Colchester? Possibly. He might get a run out down there. Might get 45 in the legs, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty fit, and hopefully he'll be fit and raring to go 2 weeks' time when we play Birmingham. Sean says a good performance by Town. England in control of the cricket. Set up the weekend nicely. Joe Root today, another 138 test tons. Now number 2 on the test all-time run scorers. About just under 2,500 to go to catch Tendulkar. At his current rate, Sean, it'll take him another 20, I think it's 24 or 25 tests. So he's just getting better with age. Alex says, heard a rumour that Patrick Bamford been a link. Paul Kerridge, hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see Jack Clark crunching into tackles. No pun intended. Anyway, we're just about done. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and yeah, enjoy your weekend. I think we're going to have a nice, fine weekend. Rain-free, fingers crossed. And yeah, I'll do another stream. Well, if there's any transfer news, we'll drop another live out. But we will await Kieran's post-match press conference. I'll probably catch it in the morning because I'm off to bed. And yeah, let's see what he says. See what he says about signing. See what he says about Amari. But yeah, Town 2 out of 2 pre-season. Aberdeen 1. Town 3. Hit like. Hit subscribe. Up the Town, and we'll see you on the next stream. All the best.